Here we are then, boys. Welcome back. This is episode 1 of your Sunderland career mode. This is the Road to Glory. Not a Netflix documentary, a real Road to Glory, boys. If you missed out on episode 0, I heavily suggest you go back and check that out because we evaluated the team, we evaluated our objectives, and we evaluated what we want to achieve throughout the career mode. So it's a 10-minute video. Go and check out episode 0 if you missed it. If you didn't, here we go. Let's crack on with episode 1. Now, I've been checking out the comments. You guys have been suggesting players to sign. No players have been sold. None have been signed yet. That is all to come today. And the first thing is we're going to go into our transfer shortlist. I'm going to show you the suggestions I am going with then. So all these players need to be scouted. The signings will come later in today's episode. Hopefully we can get some sales done early doors as well. So let's look at centre-backs. I asked you to go and find me some fresh-looking centre-backs, some young ones as well. So Mitoglu, he is the first one, playing for Athens in Greece. He could be a boss, a beast at the back. An English player this time, coming in from Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds United, Charlie Creswell. Another player that would just bolster our ranks with English players. 18 years of age, he'd be scouted as well. And now this guy, he's left-footed. We don't need a left-footed centre-back unless we went with 2, which I don't really like to do. But you guys are saying that this dude is the real deal. McNulty, playing for Wolfsburg. He's Irish, so that's a bit of a strange one that he's gone out to Germany in the Bundesliga. But fair play to the lad. He could be a potential signing for us as well. Now moving in to the midfield, we've got 3 players here. And I've not heard of this guy. Catarozzi, a Uruguayan international. Apparently he's got nice potential. Apparently he's fantastic to use in game. 21, we'll keep him in mind. And then moving down, Fabian Rida. From the young boys, they do produce some very good young players, and you're going to see some very good players from that club moving into Europe over the next few years. So Rida, Switzerland, he is a really good looking midfielder, maybe a little bit like Granit Xhaka, hopefully less aggressive, hopefully a little better as well, to be fair. Left-footed midfielder. And then moving down, this guy is going to be hard to get, I think, but we can try it nonetheless. He is playing for Espanyol in La Liga. Gori, Spanish international, the next passing maestro to come from Spain. So that is midfielders. Now, left side of that midfield, left wingers we're going to be looking at here. So Stipe Biuk, he is from Hajduk Split. Croatian international. Hopefully he could be the answer to all of our prayers. Moving on then, and this is a Japanese international in Fuchi Honda. Now, you've seen Celtic sign several players from the Japanese market, and they've been fantastic. Why not here in Sunderland? Honda is on our list. And then this guy, not gonna lie, I know about this guy, and this guy is a real talent. Teguia, he would be fantastic. If we could sign Cedric Teguia to this club, 19 years of age, he would sort out our left side for absolutely years to come. So that is our shortlist, guys. All to be scouted, and then when they're all scouted, we'll make our signings and we will make our decisions. It's going to be a massive episode today, so let's crack on and see if we can sell some dead wood. Yes, finally, boys, something to update you on, but not lots. This market is going to be difficult. In this first season, it's going to be a struggle to sell and to buy. So, this is what we've done so far. Patterson, the third choice keeper, he's out on loan. And then this centre-back, he's never going to play for me. 650k straight away, out the door. See you later, son. He has left. We've also won the pre-season tournament. I simulated all the games, and thankfully we got all the way to the final and won it 3 goals to 1. That puts our budget up to 5.86 million. So a bit more money now to play with. Also want to update you on our Youth Academy player we promoted in episode 0, Peter Riley. Already up to 69. His position has been changed from a centre forward to a cam. He's 69 overall already. This kid is going to be the future of this club. Now, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move for some players now. Now, the scouting has been done. Some of these players are not willing to relocate, so we can't get them. And some of them are just far too expensive. I told you, the window here in League One is going to be difficult, and that's why we want to get Sunderland out of League One into the Championship and then finally to the Premier League, because money flows more and it's easier to attract good players. So, first things first is McNulty. I decided not to go ahead with him because he's left-footed. We don't need a left-footed centre-back, especially a young one. We've already got one in exactly the same position, so he will be removed. That leaves now just Creswell and Mitoglu. Now, with Creswell, not willing to relocate. So, unfortunately with him, he has to be removed. So that just leaves us down to the Greek, hopefully, sensation Mitoglu. That's going to be our first transfer. We're going to go in and make our move for our new centre-back. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, we don't struggle to get this deal done. And hopefully, it isn't too expensive. We want to keep our budget down as much as we can. So his value is 1.3. I think I'm going to offer 1.2. And then, have we got any players that we really don't want around the club that we can just get rid of for cheap? Probably Evans, but he's probably worth a little bit more than what I'd like to part with. We haven't really got anybody. Maybe Hume. I'll be happy to include Hume. So maybe I can bring the price down. This is going to be a struggle. We're going to have to do as much as we can to try and get these deals over the line. So 1.1, and we include Hume as well. They don't want Hume. They want 1.4 and a 20%. We're going to go in and edit the sell-on clause because we need to make sure we keep those low in case we end up selling some of these guys. So we'll give her 2% and we'll also bring the price down to £1.2 million for Mitoglu. We want 1.3 and a 5%. I'm happy to keep the 5% then, and we'll go down to 1.25. I know it's only 50k, but 50k in League One is a lot, and that should sum it up. There we go, 50k saving, and it gets the deal almost done. We just need to get Mitoglu's contract done, and he will be our first signing here at Sunderland. Mitoglu, are you ready to join a revolution? And there we go then, we got the contract done, and here he is, 65 overall, Mitoglu, the Greek centre-back. He's on a wage of about 5,500 per week on a 5-year deal. He is here, and he's straight into the first team to play alongside the young Englishman, Doyle. So that is our first signing, and it's already made an impact on the starting 11. We are not done there. I would like to bring in another player, this time for centre mid. And now Gory, of course, he's the best looking one in my opinion. Doesn't want to relocate. So that's an issue yet again. So he's going to be removed from the shortlist. Now Catarozzi looks good. We can get him for about 1.4 million. But Rida, in my opinion, looks great. And I'd prefer to bring him in. If we can't get a Reader done, then Catarozzi will be brought in. But let's go for Reader first of all. From Young Boys, hopefully, to Sunderland. Okay, right. Value, £1.3 million. I offer 1.2. And we'll add in a clause of, again, we'll go down to about 4%. Let's see what they say about that for Reader. There we go, they're happy with that. Fantastic. Well, that was an easy deal to do, and that is an ex-manager, I believe, of Huddersfield, isn't it? That is Wagner. Thanks, mate. That deal looks to be done. Just to do his contract then, and hopefully you'll see him in a moment in the first team. And there we go, another impact on the right-hand side of the starting 11. Mitoglu first of all, and now it's official. Reader has signed his contract, a 5-year deal as well, but his wages even lower. £1,500 per week he signed on the dotted line. So we've got some good deals, and they're low wages as well, which has really helped out what we're planning to do with this football club. Now, in an ideal world, later in this episode, I'm going to be saying, yes, we've sold some more players, and yes, we can bring in some more. But for now, we're going to stick with what we got. Of course, we would like to bring in a left-sided midfielder. So if we just take off Catarozzi now, we've got Biuk. Now, he's going to cost over 4/5 million, up towards 6. That's going to be a very difficult deal to do. Honda, on the other hand, we could probably get that one done, but he's a lower rated player and a little bit older than the other targets. And Teguia, we have to pay his release clause of 4.1 million, which is a massive outlay. So left midfield for now will be left. We do have the budget of £3.34 million, but I would like to sell some more players. And don't forget the Youth Academy. We need to sort that out. So if we just jump over to that straight away now, I have got one already that was automatically given to me at the beginning of the career mode. 3-star, so not the best. We're going to set this up though to be in England for 6 months and for any. And we would like to bring in another scout. And thankfully there is another scout here, which is a really good one. A 5-star, 4-star for 2.795. Or do we go for the cheaper option? Either of them though are going to impact our budget massively. But we do need a scout. That is huge for the career mode. We're going to have to come back to this later and bring in another scout. For now, we'll just keep the one and pray they find, from nowhere, a diamond in the rough. We're going to continue with the career mode, and any more deals go through, I will let you know. Okay then, boys, we've had an offer in already. Just a few days later after saying we need some more movement, we've got it. And this one for 30-year-old Danny Bath. Now, we'd really like to get him off the books. And Tigres have come in from Mexico for him. So, if we can get a little bit more money out of this deal, I'll be buzzing. 1.4 million and I'll accept it. It's more realistic and it helps us out. I only want to go up to 1.25. Can we get that up? Maybe another 100k? 1.35. Would you go and do that to take Bath over there to Mexico? Yes! If that deal goes through, that's a big one. That's some good money, and that money will be reinvested. Come on. Yes, boys, it's gone through. No last-minute disasters. Danny Bath is gone. That was a deal I really wanted to get done. Really happy to see that one. Little check-up on this youth academy. Not any growth in there really at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on it. And now our budget has gone up just a little bit, but it has helped us. 4.49 million. Now what I can do is I can go in to the youth academy and I can increase our staff, which is perfect. So we go in here and, well, there's a 5-star one there. But yeah, I don't want to blow that much of my budget, to be honest with you. So I'll go for this one. It's still going to blow quite a lot for £2.4 million. 5-star, 4-star. We'll go for this guy. Martin Rice of Northern Ireland. We'll set up his network. Where should we set this one up, boys? I'd like to keep it within reason. Do you know what? I'm going to send this one out to Wales, actually. I'm going to send him out to Wales on a 6 month and then for any as well. So we've got one in England and one in Wales. Let's see how we get on over the next 6 months. Hopefully, we find some really interesting players. 1.86 million in our pockets. We need more sales if we are to make more signings. Well, boys, I was looking to get all our business in the window done before we had to play any matches. But that is not possible. We have run out of time. The season begins now. At home, Sunderland against Wigan Athletic. 2 former Premier League sides battling it out in League One to hopefully find themselves next season in the Championship. These two teams I expect to be right at the top of the division. This is going to be one hell of a start to the career mode, one hell of a start to the league season, and this is going to be the lineup we go with, the main team. So new players will be starting. Riley from the Youth Academy, our number 7, Rida in the midfield as well, and Mitoglu at centre back. We've got a decent enough bench if we need it, but hopefully this starting 11 can get us off to a firing start. Here we go! Big game starts now. The stadium is set. The weather is typical. It is pouring down here at the Stadium of Light, but we don't care. The stadium is absolutely packed to the rafters. There's not a single seat in the house empty. Our fans are here today to see a new start for this club, a new passion for this club, and hopefully the ultimate journey kick off. We're going to do this, boys. This is going to be one hell of a ride. Oh dear, it's a decent looking attack that. Well done, Doyle. Good bit of defending from the young man. Some of the passing is absolutely atrocious. Gonna have to get used to playing with some of these players for sure. Stewart in towards Riley, who's going to look to set away. I think this is Neil. It is. He delivers a decent looking ball. It's going to drop for Gooch. Goal for Sunderland by hook or crook. Gooch scores. Let's go, boys. What a start to the career mode. What a start to our season. It wasn't the best delivery. It was a pretty poor one. It was a toe poke. but it ended up at the back stick, and Gooch finds it to hit the back of the net. Great touch. Actually, it wasn't actually a great touch, but it was a great finish, so it don't bloody matter. Come on! Sunderland score our first goal in the career mode, our first goal in League One this season, and it's Lyndon Gooch. Reader on the ball, waiting for a run here. Oh, that's a bad foul, that. I was about to set away. I think it was Gooch, and there's a yellow card in there for James McLean. He is known for a nasty tackle or two, and that one was hella nasty. Picks up an early booking inside 30 minutes. Mitoglu in towards Stewart. He's going to turn on it. He's run himself into a bit of a trap there, and we lose possession. Right, half an hour played. We have been the better team, but it's getting a little bit too scrappy for my liking. I want to find that second goal as soon as possible. And Reader is working really well on his debut for the club. He's set away Stewart. Not a great angle for Stewart. Lays it into Reader! Save! Oh, punched away by Amos. Neil can't bring it under his spell. Big opportunity. And a big debut already from Reader. We're looking back at that goal from Gooch. And that's the goal that separates the two teams at the minute. And hopefully, it's the goal that gets us a win. Decent looking attack this from Wigan late in this first half. Do not concede now, lads. Do not concede now! Burge makes a really, really important save. McLean looked to level it there at 1-1. And he took some damage off the post. Check out this. Good stop. Boom! That's a skull breaker. Your cranium, son. How is it still on? Damn! Damn! Corner ball for Wigan. Let's get this one away if we can and see ourselves through to half-time in the lead. Referee, thank you very much. Okay, a competitive first 45 in the end. I look forward to the second 45 and hopefully, God willing, we can wrap it up. Stewart in this second half early on, out wide to Pritchard. I do need some more pace down this side. That is why I was looking for a pacey left winger. Pritchard just isn't it. He's a good creator, but he's not pacey enough for me. In here to Gooch. Can he find a delivery? It's a terrible ball in. It may still drop for us to keep possession. It doesn't, and it's going to come straight back out of here. But Dan Neil, brilliant challenge in there, lad. And a few 1-2s here. Oh, we could be in behind. Our youth academy player, Riley, debut goal! Riley, let's go! The captain at 18 years of age, the boyhood sensation, sends the stadium in light into delirium. Our number 7 is the future. Yes, he is. 2-0. Come on! Lang on the ball. He's definitely been Wigan's best player so far. McGuinness into Keane. Back to McGuinness. Our legs are looking a little bit shaky here. We do need to get some fresh players on. And it proves to be the case. Because it's now 2-1. A goal for Wigan. And they have a little hope. That is not good. Not good at all. The legs are going. Our player's stamina has dropped at an alarming rate. We've got players in the wings and waiting to come on. They're going to have to come on now at 2-1. It's a really decent finish as well from Callum Lang. And then we've made some changes. That's right, boys. Jermaine Defoe. On he comes. Roberts is going to play as well. Out on the left-hand side. And O'Nien comes on as well. So that's the 3 changes we've made today. We're 2-1 up. Just conceded. Can we see this through? Wigan really starting to build up pressure. They are starting to look like they're going to pull it level at any minute. Good defending there. And Riley can get us away. I'm going to play this forward here into O'Nien. Can he set away maybe Jermaine Defoe? Jermaine Defoe, our clinical finisher at the club. Can he get a goal? Jermaine Defoe scores on his last start for Sunderland. Let's go, Jermaine. You legend! We love you here at Sunderland. He gets a goal on his return to the Stadium of Light. Mwah! Jermaine Defoe off the bench is going to be lethal in League One. 3-1 and surely 3 points on match week 1. Yes, lads! Buzzing! With 5 minutes to go on the clock, I have to just say the debuts from Mitoglu at the back Reader in midfield, and then as well, Riley in attacking midfield have been outstanding. Those three players have been brilliant, and we're on another attack as Defoe makes another dangerous looking run. He's been really good since coming on. Good tackle there though from Bennett, and McLean can only put it out for our throw-in. Fantastic way to start our season. They're going to make a double change. Looks like it's going to be too late to impact this game though. We've been great today. Really impressed with our first game. We may even get better here as we lay it on the plate. Good shot. Good block. Additional time. Waiting for that referee to blow his full-time whistle when the stadium alight knows what it's just seen. It knows this is the start of a journey. The start of something special. There's 3 debuts in there. All new players brought in by us. We've done a good job. Guys, well done. Okay then, lads. I'm really happy to say we started off this career mode with a win. Now, something I did notice is that Pritchard just isn't going to do it for me. Not on the left. That's why I'm looking to bring in a new left-sided player. But with finances so tight, we might not be able to get that done unless we start to move on some of these deadwood players. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in Roberts to the first team. Pritchard will actually going to drop out completely. I'm going to put him on the transfer list. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to put him on the transfer list. That means that Clark, Dajaku and Broadhead, they will have more opportunities now if Pritchard does leave the club. So I'll put Clark, I think, on the bench ahead of these two. Let me know, guys, if you think it should be one of these instead of Clark. But I think I'll go with Clark for now. And we'll stick with the rest of the team. Really happy. Really impressed. The new signings were fantastic. Now, next game then is in the Carabao Cup. This is really low down on our priorities. I wouldn't even mind if we got knocked out early. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Just because there's a lot of games and it makes it a little bit easier for us to manage our fitness, especially during this season where we need to have a decent FA Cup run. So we're going to go with our rest and rotate team. I'm actually not going to put Defoe into the starting 11. I'm going to put Stewart in there. Because I want Defoe maybe to start the next game after he come on and scored. Kimpioka as well. I'm going to bring him in. He will go on to the... Actually, no, he will probably start ahead of Clark. We'll get some more game time in the next game. Mitoglu as well. He needs to drop out, really. So, Willis will come in for that one. That's fine. That's what I'll leave it as then, boys. And we're going to sim this game here against Oxford. As I said, if we go further into the competition, I'll start to play these Carabao Cup games. But early doors, it's not something I'm going to concern myself with too much. Against Oxford then, what is our fate in the Carabao Cup? We lose 3-1. Okay, we're out the cup. So we are humbled instantly. 1 win in the league. Knocked out of the Carabao Cup. The fans might be a little concerned we're out so early. But don't worry, long term this season, out of the Carabao Cup is a good thing. Focused on League 1 promotion and the FA Cup. Okay, boys, and we've had a few offers in for Lyndon Gooch already in this window. You can see 2 of them already rejected, and it's going to be the same for this one. Lyndon Gooch will be staying. He scored that opening goal for us, and I have a feeling going to be pretty good for us during this career mode, at least for the beginning few seasons anyway. So we're going to reject this one. He's not a player that I want to move on. We have got a chat in from our captain, our youth academy player, Peter Riley. He's desperate to play in every single game. Don't worry, mate. You'll get your chance. You're in the starting 11 anyway. You don't need to be concerned with that. So in the next episode, guys, you're going to see the second game of our league season up against MK Dons away from home. Games in this season are going to be coming thick and fast. We're not done in the market yet. We do have a slight budget of 1.86 million. I don't want to spend all of it because I need to do some player contracts during this season because some of the players, some of the best players are only on 1-year contracts, which is a little bit frustrating. So with the players that are on our shortlist at the minute, if we just revisit it, I don't know if we're going to bring in any of those players. It's going to be tough. So if you've got any other suggestions for me for a left mid, or maybe you think I shouldn't bring in a left mid, another position maybe, just smash the comments, guys. Let me know the players that you would like to see come into this team and make a real impact. Just want to say thank you for all of the support on all of the series on this channel. We have Everton. We've just finished Red Bull London. We've also got the Norwich career mode, and now this one here at Sunderland. It's epic. The support is great. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. You know what I'm going to say, guys. You take it easy. And until next time, peace.